The Oval Office was a storm of emotions. Papers lay scattered like fallen leaves. Furniture was askew, a silent testament to the furious energy that had recently filled the room. At the center of the maelstrom sat Donald Trump. His face, a mask of thunder, reflected the turmoil that surrounded him. The air crackled with tension. The weight of the moment pressed down upon him. In his hand, a simple pen became an instrument of history. The Laken-Riley Act, a bill fraught with controversy, awaited his signature. It was a bill that had divided a nation, a bill that had ignited passions on both sides of the aisle. His hand trembled, not from fear, but from the sheer magnitude of the decision. The room buzzed with conflicting voices. Aides whispered urgently, their faces etched with concern. Lawmakers, their faces betraying their allegiances, muttered amongst themselves. Some looked upon the scene with grim satisfaction, others with barely concealed horror. The weight of the moment was not lost on anyone present. This was a pivotal moment, a moment that would have far-reaching consequences. With a flourish, the deed was done. The scratch of the pen echoed in the sudden silence. The Laken-Riley Act, once a hotly debated bill, was now the law of the land. The air, thick with anticipation only moments before, now crackled with the electricity of a storm just past. The silence, however, was deceptive. This was not the end, but rather the beginning. Section 5. The Ghosts of Controversy. The Laken-Riley Act. The very name sparked debate. It was a bill born of fear and anger, a knee-jerk reaction to a perceived crisis. Its proponents hailed it as a necessary measure, a bold step to secure the nation's borders and protect its citizens. Its detractors decried it as a draconian overreach, a blatant violation of civil liberties, and a shameful stain on the nation's conscience. Section 6. Beyond the Oval, a Nation Divided. The controversy surrounding the Laken-Riley Act extended far beyond the walls of the Oval Office. It had become a lightning rod for the anxieties and frustrations of a nation grappling with its identity. It had exposed the deep divisions that ran through the very fabric of society, divisions that seemed to widen with each passing day. The nation held its breath, bracing itself for the aftershocks. Section 7. The Laken-Riley Act. A harbinger. The signing of the Laken-Riley Act was more than just a singular event. It was a symptom of a larger trend, a shift towards a more polarized and extreme political landscape. It was a sign of the times, a harbinger of the turmoil that lay ahead. As the nation grappled with the implications of the act, one question loomed large. What did the future hold for a nation so deeply divided? Section 8. The Price of Chaos. The chaos that had gripped the Oval Office was a microcosm of the chaos that was engulfing the nation. The political discourse had devolved into a shouting match, with each side retreating further into their respective echo chambers. Compromise had become a dirty word, and civility had all but vanished. The center could not hold. The very foundations of democracy seemed to be crumbling under the weight of division. Section 9. An Enduring Image. The image of Donald Trump signing the Laken-Riley Act, his face a mask of grim determination, would be etched in the annals of history. It was an image that captured the essence of a turbulent era, an era defined by uncertainty, division, and the erosion of long-held norms. It was an image that would continue to spark debate and stir emotions for generations to come.